Well, it was my favorite tournament growing up, so qualifying to get here was always a lifelong goal of mine. And I really fell in love with the game because of this tournament. Back to Tiger's chip in, to Phil's first win. You know, these were kind of heroic moments when I was at an age where I was playing some other sports and loving golf, and it kind of inspired me to really take up the game and, you know, see what kind of moments you can create, because the ball's always in your hands. And few things are as electric as those kind of moments that they had in sports, and I wanted to create my own. And so from the moment I got here, I was already very excited, and I wanted to learn it and fall in love with it, and just a lot of positivity. Didn't know what to expect, and got off to a really nice start my first year, and then tried to carry it on every year. So yeah, I mean, 10th appearance now feels crazy, and you know, I hopefully can match, you know, some of those greats that have played in however many over the years. You know, I don't even know what the record is. Maybe Mr. Player would probably be up there, but you guys would probably know. But it'd be pretty special. But at the same time, when you get that many opportunities at a young age and you feel good about your chances here, you know, I want to win it again. So that's the goal, and was able to get a round in yesterday with my brother, which was really fun, and then get to work today. I think I've learned that it's a game, and it's a game, and I've approached the highs and the lows as life or death at different scenarios, and it's just not the case. I'm 10 years in and have had a lot of different experiences here, and I can say that I look back, I learned a lot from winning. I learned a lot from losing. I feel better perspective now than ever, and hopefully that continues to grow. But ultimately, you know, our sport doesn't get heightened more than it does this week. There's not as much. This is the highest viewed, you know, golf tournament in the world, and you know, I like to always call it our Super Bowl, but at the same time, that's still a game too. So just thinking of it that way kind of brings everything in a little bit, and you know, allows you to kind of free up and look at each week as its own independent week. So I can't draw off of a shot I hit a certain time 5 years ago in this event, because it's a different shot, and I'm a different player, and I feel good about the form I'm in. Hopefully we get a firmer, faster Augusta. I like it that way. I've played better when it is that way. It doesn't look like it's going to be that way, but you know, if it forces a lot more kind of wedges into the par fives and some angles because of the cooler temperatures and the moisture on the ground, then I can certainly look at that as advantageous to me too. I mean, I'm just going to spin it positively however I can.
You had a lot of success, obviously, early in your life in golf and in your career, and then things became a little bit more difficult, kind of lost your way. I wonder if you could talk a little bit about how hard you had to work and what that process was like.
Yeah, I tried working really, really hard without really knowing what I was doing, and I think that put me more in a hole. And then there was a time period where I, you know, along with some help, talking to some guys that I trusted and knew, and using my same team, and just really kind of letting my guard down and being a little less stubborn, and underworking until I got to that point where I was like, okay, let's kind of refigure this out, like stop trying the same thing and overworking it, thinking something's just gonna click and it's all over. But instead started to really re-engineer backwards what kind of made me so successful that I didn't realize that I kind of did without knowing. And then I had to kind of re-engineer it from impact backwards to get freed up again. And it's been a process since then, but for the last couple of years, it's been really exciting, because when I go to the range, I'm confident that by the end of the day, I know what I can do to improve. And it seems very standard. It seems like that would be every day for a golfer. But there were years in a row where I would go to the course and I would be uncertain if I would come out that day feeling better or worse. And that's tough to go into. And So it's falling in love with the process starts with knowing what you need to work on, and then from there, putting in the hours. And I mean, I've got the scars to show the hours, but it's what I want to do too, because it's really, really enjoyable when you start to feel progression and confidence coming back. And you know, to me, there's nothing like it. It's everything to start to kind of re-fall in love with the game and to enjoy working it back. And you know, I don't feel I have all the weapons right now, but I have enough, and I'm continuing to work on the ones I don't have, and I get a little better each day with them. And the ones I don't have may have let me down a couple weeks ago, and I go work on it. But the point is I feel the ability to have the consistency that I once had, and that's really what I was striving for.